Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JaianMusic Notes. Today is a very exciting episode for me, a guest episode. And usually on these guest episodes, we break down and analyze the music from our favorite anime movies, anime soundtracks. But today is a different type of episode. We are joined by someone I've done a lot of rap music with, someone who's been on anime podcasters a multitude of times, and every time this person comes on to anime podcasters, recommends animes. Well, today, we're going to be recommending some anime soundtracks for you, and that person who is going to be doing that with me today is the very talented ACR. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me today. Appreciate it.
Of course, man. It's been a long minute since you've been back on a podcast, but I'm very excited it's the case. Kind of intro yourself, a little bit about your love with anime music, and then we can go down the list of anime soundtracks one must listen to.
Okay, perfect. So, as you know, my name is ACR. Used to make music with my man JaianMusic since a long time ago.
We might make some more one day. We never know.
Yeah, we never know. Definitely. These days, I stream a little bit, not too much though, but you can always catch me on Twitch here and there, under the name CK Genesis. But other than that, I'm just your everyday anime lover. I love anime soundtracks and music. You know me. I have my own place on Spotify. It's not shared, it's private, but maybe I'll share it one day. We'll see.
Oh, maybe the day is the day that happens. And the podcast is sponsored by Laser Audio Technologies, ACR. Speaking of making music, if you make music and you want some creative effects plugins, Laser Audio Technologies has you covered with amazing plugins such as Fram and Glow. You can go in there and make a brand new sound object, make a brand new atmosphere with their plugins. They are incredible. And if you use code JaianMusic, you get 30% off at checkout. And every dollar generated from that code goes straight back into this show, such as GoPro Kyo, who does all of the artwork for this podcast. His links are in the description. Go follow him. All right, ACR. We got a list. We got some recommendations. It's me and you and the world. Cannot wait to hear your input on this. So go ahead. What would be the first anime soundtrack that, even before we go that, actually, what went into your list? Like, you put together, you watch a lot of anime, you love anime music.
Yeah.
Like, what were the factors at play when you were, like, putting together your list?
Okay, so for the start, I went with a really, really short list. So we're talking about 3 animes. I'm pretty sure 2 of them, some of you know. The third one, I went a little bit more back in the days, but it's more about the feeling that the music bringing me, Man, when you hear that soundtrack or that music, you're like, I remember those days. It was really good. So
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, exactly.
I like it. Go ahead. What would be the first one? I can't wait.
So
I actually can't
first
wait.
one.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'll just go with the main one. Like you're gonna laugh about that one, okay? So we're talking about 2004. Why 24? Gosh, 2004 Bleach. You already
Bleach?
know.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't spoken about the music in Bleach a lot on this show. If not, that is a really good. I've covered a multitude of Bleach songs. The music in Bleach is phenomenal. So many great songs, so many places to go to. What would be like the initial thought?
So, just for info, like I'm not gonna recommend any specific songs because most of them 10 on 10, you can't hate on them. It's really good. I'm going to talk more about the OST itself, like the soundtracks in the anime, because that kind of make the anime what it is. And in Bleach, one thing I love about it, and actually, you know what? Just a quick description of the anime. Not too much. I mean, I feel like everybody should know Bleach, but we never know. Sometimes you may not know Bleach. So it's about it's a story about a teenager called Ichigo fighting danger from both the human world and the spirit realm. And I'll keep it short like that. If you're asking for keywords, maybe like life and death, identity and self-discovery. So that's pretty much like the main theme about Bleach. It's like a action, supernatural shonen anime. You know, a little classic there. So one thing about the audio in that anime. Let's talk about the person who made it. The man, the legend, the myth himself. Shiro Sagizu. Sorry if I said it wrong, but damn. This guy have one of the best, greatest battle music ever. One thing about me, I like to use the word battle junkie. So any anime where it's like a lot of battles, like I get hooked up, like Dragon Ball, whatever you name it. If it's like hardcore battles, I'm always hyped. And what make the battles so good is the music behind it. For any like typical fights, like talk about Naruto or anything like that, they always have like that soundtrack in the background. Like, you know, when you hear that stuff, you're like, it's about to get hard, you know? So for me, Bleach is one of the top battle music soundtracks out there. We're talking about for like every battle scene, there's something. And I have one, actually for this one, I do have one recommendation. If you don't even want to watch the anime, just listen to the OST. It's Bleach OST, Faded to Black, B07A. And trust me, you can literally feel death in that instrumental. Like, it's so good. It's so freaking good.
What makes it feel like death, though? Is it like the specific instruments? Is it how fast it is? The melody?
Well, we would have to listen to it, but it's more like the melody itself. Like, it brings you, like, it introduces you to, like, whatever's happening in the anime. And just by hearing it, you already know something's about to go, like, someone's about to die, pretty much, like, to be sincere. So yeah,
it's got that like looming disaster, something's about to go down type of vibe to
exactly.
It,
and for every like fighter, every like arc and stuff like that, they always bring some type of like soundtrack here and there that just blend and it's timed perfectly. That's, I think, the key factor is the timing of the music that make it like.
Oh, absolutely. There's a thing I studied in film music. Regarding like the timing of music called Mickey Mousing. And the first time I ever heard of it, I thought it was so interesting. But it's like when the music in a cartoon is like literally timed to perfection with the action sequence. Like whenever you have like a little zoom of a character and you have like an arpeggio, like it's like, and it like you can see like that like puff of a smoke or like a speed smoke like going up in the air. It's absolutely like great when it comes to timing. I think I was listening a lot to the Bleach OST when I started doing like anime covers. And I remixed one or two tracks. I just remember like they have like crazy flute work. Like they have crazy, literally probably some of the craziest flute work, woodwind work I've heard in any other anime OST. And I covered one or two songs since then. One of them being Alones, which is it plays later on in it's one of the openings, like I think it's like the 5th or 6th opening. But I just think that the music in Bleach itself, like it's so extensive. It spans so many different genres and it perfectly supports the action sequences. And I think that everything I just described, hits on the emotional depth the music gives. Like if you remove the music from Bleach, you don't have Bleach. You just have people slapping each other in the face.
Yeah, you know what? One fun fact is like when I started watching Bleach, I was like a kid, like a little Bambi back in the days.
Little Bambi?
Yeah. And it was playing like on like YTV. And like for those who had
Classic.
YTV, I think like anime like started like around like I think 9 or 8 p.m. Like this is recommended for like higher audience, whatever.
Yeah.
And it had like Naruto, Bleach, all that stuff. That was crazy night. And when Bleach started, like it for me, I was kind of scared because like the music, the way like they played the music and the soundtrack was like more on like scary vibes. So I was like, oh my god, is it gonna be something really scary? But it wasn't that bad, sincerely. It's not a scary anime, but like they just bring you that fear in you sometimes with the soundtrack. So they did that really well. But beautiful, and shout out to YTV.
Shout out to YTV for sure. They like shut down YTV.com not too long ago, or something like that. Or like, was it Cartoon Network or something like that? Like, yo, what a great time to be alive when you were in the 2000s. Oh man, you just brought me back. I mean, for me, like I don't want to do like too much of an analysis on this when it comes to the music in Bleach. It's just eclectic. It's extensive. It just features a bunch of character-specific songs, a bunch of endings, a bunch of openings, and the character like themes. They offer these like deeper insights into the personality of the character or the backstory of the character. I know Bleach isn't as like flashbacky as Naruto.
Gosh, please.
But doing some research on it, there's like little musicals for Bleach apparently, and there's like little like CDs, like drama CDs that feature like stories performed by the voice cast and stuff like that. So like this is everything I'm getting off of Google as I'm reading it off here. I think just a popular choice, not one that was really approached on this podcast. So good job. That's the thing with ACR, guys. The reason why I bring ACR on is ACR is like. Imagine if I, as a podcaster of anime music, had a Byakugan. Okay, I have a Byakugan. I could see it all, except for my 365th angle. ACR is the Kidomaru, and he can wing some crazy anime music arrows. And Bleach was a blind spot in my Byakugan. So good hit for sure.
Happy for that. All right, let's jump to the second one.
Yes.
Okay, this one is not quite popular. We're talking about 2002 Hack Sign. Did that ring a bell?
Yes, it does. I have covered lots of Hack Sign.
Oh, okay, perfect. So for those who don't know, Hack Sign is a like fantasy sci-fi anime. Just a quick thing. It's about a player named
weird.
It's it's about a player named like Tsukasa, if I'm not wrong. He get trapped in a virtual game. He's unable to log in, and he slowly drifts through the game in a confusion way. Like he's being confused between virtual and the real world at the same time. So it's like really slow space. It's not about I don't want to say it's not about the action. It's more about the people, the connection that he makes. Because there comes a point where he questioned like what is reality at the end, the experience that he has in the game or his life outside of the game. So this, sincerely, if you like more slow space things, more deep emotionally connection, I'll say Hack Sign, really good. It was one of the anime that I wasn't expecting to like, sincerely. And the music is so different from what I normally like hear in anime these days. And just to give you a bit of keyword, because I love my keywords, you know.
Let's give them some keywords. ACR.
Exactly. We have virtual reality, as you should, isolation, absolutely. And the last one, so if I pronounce it wrong because I'm Frenchy, existential crisis. So yeah. I would
think put like that's everyone. I think that's just applicable to everyone.
Exactly. But yeah. So the soundtrack, let's talk about the soundtrack. So soundtrack is made by Yuki Kajira. And the reason I like it a lot is because the soundtrack helps set the emotional and the deep thinking aspect of the show. They play a bit of like orchestral sound that I like a lot. Me, I'm a big orchestral guy. So if you had that in anime, I'm beta. You got me. Like right there. And
Anime Anthems Volume 2 available on Spotify. Sorry.
That was good. And they also have a lot of like those old school anime electronic sound. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Whenever I do a Hack Sign cover, bro, I whip out the synthesizers. I'm like, yo, let's get the arpeggiator, let's get the pads, let's get those weird wavetable synth keyboards. let's just get some sawtooth going. Anyways, I'm nerding out a bit too hard here. Yes.
And like I
agree.
said, like those little electronic sound, like we don't find that these days. Like you watch anime, you're not gonna like find it again here. This is like, I feel maybe it's more like of a old school type of like music sound that you kind of hear a bit more often. I'm not sure. You tell me, because you're the music guy there. You know your soundtrack a bit better.
It is a really great use of synthesis and electronic music structure. It's on point, on theme with just the concept of being stuck in the game. It feels very similar to, and I mean, you can say one copied the other or whatever, one influenced the other. To me, it made me feel like No Game No Life vibes, and to some extent, not as much as No Game No Life, but some Sword Art Online vibes as well. Although I find that Sword Art Online's music is much more dramatic.
Yeah.
And it's all about like, I will save you no matter what. Like Deku, Naruto, Goku, Yusuke energy. But the music has a great blend of orchestral and electronic elements. It kind of reminds me of a conversation I had with Simon Lescure, another composer that came on, and we broke down the music of Ghost in the Shell, because Ghost in the Shell is a whole other animal that really does bizarre musical genre fusions. Here there is musical genre fusionality, but there's still like that contrast between the two, like, because you have those orchestral songs and then you have like those like electronic gamey sounds in there, so they play off each other ultimately.
But definitely like I would recommend, like, even though like I'm not a big fan of like watching really old animes in 2025, but this is one of my, I would say, give it a try. Though my only thing is it's really slow space. It's not gonna be like boom boom, you're in the action, you already know the plot. Give it some time. It will grow on you slowly and surely. Trust.
Right. What would you say, like, not without naming a song, but do you think the opening or the ending or the music within the actual show, which one's your favorite?
I would say the soundtrack and the show. Like I did like the opening. Yeah, I did like, but it wasn't the best. For me, I feel like the soundtrack really made it like the anime more. Because I know sometimes you hear the opening like, oh, it hype you up every time. But for me, the soundtrack, I think it was like, wait, was it called like Obsession or something like that? I'm not too sure.
I believe Obsession by Seesaw is the
I'm not too certain if it's that one
like
exactly.
Electronic beats, vocals, and it just like sets the tone for the whole thing. I think looking it up, that's what Google's telling me. So, but like it's weird because Google's all about the AI thing now. So it's like this is experimental, so it might be completely wrong. So like, take it with a grain of salt.
Perfect.
I just want to say you're 2 for 2 right now. I have not mentioned Hack Sign yet on this podcast. I love this. We need to do this. Might have to become a regular series. Like, what's the streak? We're 2 for 2. Can we go 3 for 3 on the next one?
Okay, next one. I don't think so. Sadly,
so for sure, you think I for sure spoke about this on the podcast before?
Not you, but me. I know I spoke about that one before.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, I have not spoken about Bleach or Hack Sign on this podcast yet. So do you think that this third one has been discussed on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to say it has.
Oh. Okay, let's take a bet. We'll see.
Okay, what's the bet? What do you want to bet?
I was gonna say cook for me, but no. no.
Okay,
definitely not.
How about this? If you have something that I have not mentioned before, on the next time you do the podcast, I will bring in recommendations, and you get to be the lazy guy who just talks. Easy, chill, nothing to do. You just kind of just give your 2 cents like I'm doing right now. You set up this whole episode has been set up by ACR, by the way, guys. Like, this is all his work, his research. I'm kind of just like commenting around the way. So I will be in your role next time.
All right. Interesting.
And if I do know it, you have to do it again.
All right. Okay, deal. That worked.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Okay, so last one. Drum roll, please. So we're talking about Boogie Pop and others.
Ah, no, I hate you. I hate you. No, you already knew. You knew.
Yeah.
No, that's not fair. No. I think
It was already playing. I have my tree. Trust.
Bro, just use a musical. You used a musical genjutsu on me. He's like, the hell this guy knows his Naruto.
But yeah, so Boogie Pop and others, 2019 drama, supernatural anime. I guess there's a little bit of one question for you. Do you feel like there's a lot of like drama in anime these days compared to like before?
Bro, I'll be honest. I have not taken the time to watch this like 2025, 2024 seasons of anime because like doing this podcast, making 3 to 4 sun covers a week.
Busy.
Yo, if you want content, guys, like I'm just doing what I can right now. So I'll be honest, I'm uncertain. I can't answer that.
You know what we'll do next time? What? On the next like winter arc, whatever, 2016, we'll find like one new anime. We'll watch it together and we'll review it. We'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. So back to Boogie Pop and others. So like I said, 2019 drama supernatural. You know the G's. The story is about people disappearing and supernatural event affecting high school student. So keywords as always: identity crisis, boom boom, mental trauma, again, hidden war between supernatural beings and human institution. So you kind of get the idea there.
Right. I'm seeing this right now. Yeah, absolutely.
The audio, so soundtrack, mainly made by Kensuke Yoshihiro, who also worked on Den Den Den. So look.
No way, really?
Yes. So if you love this Den Den Den,
bangers on bangers.
Bangers on bangers.
I'm gonna need to rename your keywords. Okay, I have 3 keywords I would like to.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, the first one is bangers. The second one is bangers.
Okay, what's the third one?
The third one is bangers.
Oh, I'll take it. It is definitely.
It is.
Triple that again.
9 bangers.
9 bangers. But yeah, Den 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 soundtracks are made by Kensuke Yoshihiro, and he also made Boogie Pop. One thing is, like, I mean, Boogie Pop was made before Den 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 in a sense, but I don't want to say like the soundtracks are the same as Den Den Den. Den 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 is its own self, amazing. I was gonna put it in there, but I'm like, look, it's so famous. I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna be a reoccurring guest. I don't need to put it in there today.
Exactly. But yeah, Boogie Pop. One thing about that one, how to say that? The soundtrack, I really like. I couldn't even like, how to say that? I couldn't even like choose which one was my favorite because it just the melody in that anime. It just make me want to cry. Like it's not like a sad melody, like where you're always gonna be like, oh, something sad's gonna happen. It just make you like meditate and like kind of understand like that identity crisis keyword. It fit perfectly with the soundtrack.
Right.
It always make you think about is like when they're talking about a subject or when they're talking about like identity or like the war and all that stuff. It gave you like another perception of whatever they're talking about. It's way deeper than you may think. Like the anime is not like they don't want to confuse you too much, but they talk about really, really like deep stuff. And the music that go with that is just perfect.
The music here I'm seeing is like, how many Boogie Pop series are there? There's like a lot, right?
Yes and no. So here's the thing. There is the 2019. I went with that one because that's the recent one that they made. It's like a remake, better quality, whatever. But there's the original one. There's a movie, and I think maybe like an older one, like around in the 2005, 4. I'm not too sure.
2000 apparently.
2000, yeah. So those are like the older one. I was gonna watch that, but I didn't do it yet. So that is in my to-do
I'm seeing
list.
here minimalist electronic textures. I have not listened to the soundtrack, so I'm like just spitballing.
I mean, maybe you'll get inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. I have not made Boogie Pop covers yet.
You have to. Please do.
Okay.
Please do. Like it was that good that I had to pour it in me, go on YouTube and just find all the soundtracks and save it. Like I literally have it all on my phone.
Okay. I will I'll give it I'll definitely like listen.
Perfect.
But like yeah, like you said, composed by Kensuke Yoshio. Minimalist electronic textures and ambient soundscapes, reflecting the series' introspective and mysterious tone. The complete soundtrack is on YouTube. Okay, listen, ACR. Minimalist electronic textures and ambient soundscapes is like the exact sound I want to do with JaianMusic.
Oh,
and like I love making ambient type of covers. So I feel like this is a perfect place to go to, and it just sounds like a soundtrack that's very story supportive, not maybe like as like a character driven battle theme type of thing, more of a tone setting thing.
Yep.
Vibe music is what I like to describe it as. And it's funny that like you mentioned it like that, because I had this thing where like when I was in Japan, I decided to go to Sunshine 60, which is like an observatory where you just see like a view of Tokyo everywhere. Like it's a 360 view. And you can see all of Tokyo during the sunset, and it's phenomenal to look at. And they had like a huge store, but they were only selling Detective Conan stuff in that store. And I was like, Detective Conan, I forgot this thing existed. And I just went on like a crazy Detective Conan like song cover spree after that when I came back. So I think this is the moment where I might just go on like a boogie pop cover spree because of this. That I'm getting the same type of energy right now is what I'm saying.
No, sincerely, like I'm excited. If you do, let me know. Because I definitely want to hear that. I definitely want to hear what you're gonna make with this, because it's gonna be. You always hit right. Like I've been listening to some of the stuff you've been putting out.
Thank you.
And sincerely, I gotta say, I love them. I love them these days. I love them. So you've been doing a good job on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's big compliments, because ACR has opinions when it comes to music. I've made a lot of music with lunatic rappers with you, and I know how critical you are. That's big. That's a big. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I just wrote it in my to-do list. It's gonna happen now. When it's in a to-do list, I do it. I'm that guy. I put it in the to-do list. It gets done. ACR, are there like honorable mentions? Anything else you want to mention? Final thoughts, type of things. Then we can. I'm good with this. I feel like we have a whole episode of ideas to share with the world.
Sincerely, like me personally, I like really emotional anime, and also battle anime. But what make the anime for me is the music. Like as much as I like anime, if the music don't appeal to me, it don't make my heart race, and it's not well set up, I'm not gonna love the anime as much. Like the experience that I have while watching something, it kind of change. So definitely those three that I recommended: Boogie Pop, Bleach, Hack Sign. If you've never seen them, give it a shot. If you ask me which one should I start, you know what? Why not Hack Sign? Why not Boogie Pop? Bleach is kind of a mainstream, so I like to put the mainstream a bit on the side because everybody know it. So Hack Sign, Boogie Pop, go for that first.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go for Boogie Pop because of you. All right, fantastic. I'm very happy we came on today. Thank you so much. I want this to be a recurring segment on the show. ACR, you show up, I show up, we talk about like anime soundtracks, like we just be fans of it. We don't need to just like recommend anime soundtracks to each other. I really like that. Like next time it'll be my turn. I'll try to find stuff you haven't listened to yet, and like maybe we could just get creative and bounce ideas back and forth. ACR, where can people find you if they want to listen to your Twitch streams and whatever you got cooking?
Well, if you're looking for me, so because it's summer, I'll be streaming way more now. Definitely. So I'll be back streaming. You can find me on Twitch, CK_Genesis with one S. And other than that, sincerely, I mean, maybe I'll find you in a video game sometimes, or like Apex Legend or whatever. But no, I'm pretty chill these days. And other than that, yeah, I'll always be on some podcasts with my man Jaian.
Thank you, bro.
Definitely.
Appreciate you. All right, fantastic. You can find JaianMusic Notes in your favorite podcatcher. Just type in Giant Music Notes, leave us a 5-star review. Really appreciate everyone who's been doing that so far. The podcast has been charting in like Asia a lot this summer, Singapore, Philippines, and Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. Just like lots of love from Asia, and I love you right back, Asia. Thank you for listening to these episodes. Like y'all are real ones, for real. Beautiful engagement, and I'm just grateful that people like take the time to listen to this show. The artwork is by GoPro Kyo. Go give him a follow. I am at Giant Music on social media. JaianMusic.com is my website, and please support the sponsor of the show, Laser Audio Technologies. Use code JaianMusic to get 30% off your plugin purchases. And so for myself and ACR, this has been another episode of Giant Music Notes. New episodes every single week. We will see you. I will see you. You will be seen next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.